I know this is an odd way to start a video, but I am starting it hoping that you will see some buzzards coming into roost. Where I live, there have been buzzards that live across the street for about 30 years. Actually, now they're above my house. You see that one through the trees. I don't normally video outside, but I'm doing so today because this afternoon, as I finished praying, as I was getting up from my prayer spot, I had noticed the buzzards coming into roost because it's about an hour from dark. And so they're coming in to roost as you see them across the street in those trees. That's buzzards. Kind of creepy, huh? So I was thinking about buzzards, and buzzards eat dead things. So even though these creepy things live across the street from me and they are annoying, they are undesirable, we do not want them here, even though they are nasty and aggravating, they cannot hurt us because we are alive. And so I was thinking about that as it pertains to our lives as Christians. You know, there are a lot of things that threaten us, that appear, they're shadows. They're mere shadows of danger. They can't really hurt us, but they make us uncomfortable. They sometimes make us afraid. They seize us up to where we don't do what God has for us to do, or we take a step in the wrong direction because we panic and we don't hear from God as we should. So I was thinking about that. You know, these buzzards are nothing more than nasty, undesirable creatures that are a shadow of a threat. They're not really a danger to us. And the way to live your life as a Christian is outlined in John 15, where Jesus tells us what we need to do, where he's talking about the vine. So I'm going to read that passage real quickly for you. I apologize if I shake the phone, because I most likely will, but I'm going to leave the phone on the buzzards while I read this. But I really think it's important for us to hear this passage today. So John 15, starting in verse 1, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye, except ye abide in me. Jesus is telling them they can't do good things apart from him. They must abide in him. And he's telling us that same thing. Jesus says, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. So he emphasizes that again. Verse 6, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, you shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Because what you ask is going to be in accordance with God's word and God's will. Verse 8, herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so I have loved you. Continue ye in my love. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. Verse 11, these things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do so whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things have I heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. That goes through verse 16. So guys, just remember this. You know, there are lots of things that seem to threaten us, But as long as ye are abiding in the Father, you are abiding in Jesus Christ, these things can't really hurt you. But the main thing is to not get distracted by these things, the nasty things that seem to be threats, but they're only shadows. They can't really hurt you. Don't get distracted. Keep your eyes on Jesus and you will be just fine.